Another episode, another stunning location. Hi, my name is Aida Khan, and for the love of food today, we'll be looking at a slightly different flavor of Pakistani cuisine. Now, we've driven out a few hours outside of Islamabad in an attempt to taste some authentic Kashmiri food. So due to some foreseen circumstances, we were unable to get ourselves into Srinagar. However, we have crossed the Kohala Bridge and will be entering into the gorgeous city of Muzaffarabad. Muzaffarabad and these mountains have taken a little bit of a beating since the earthquake in the past few years. And the media coverage has focused on some sad aspects of this part of the country. However, my attempt today is to meet some people, learn some of their resilient stories, and see how this area has managed to rebuild itself in the past couple of years. And of course, we'll also get to do what I love to do on this show, eat and try out their food. Muzaffarabad is the capital of Azad Kashmir and lies on the confluence of the river Jhelum and river Neelam. The rivers are a central focal point and all tourism is developing around them. I was surprised to see the development and the size of the city of Muzaffarabad rivaled only by the breathtaking beauty of the surrounding Neelam Valley. So this is the point where the two rivers of Jhelum and Neelam actually meet, which is a really awe-inspiring sight right now. Not only is this area a paradise in terms of the scenery that you get to see, it's also a heaven for food lovers. Now, Kashmiris get their food history back in the 15th century when this area was invaded by Taimur. And that's when a lot of chefs were brought in from Samarkand to feed the royal palate. Meals created in this area are fit for royalty because the focus is on spices such as expensive spices such as saffron, and food is cooked in mustard oil, and luxurious meals are created with the use of meat. Vegetarian dishes don't favor that much in the cuisine over here. It's more of a focus on rice and meat-based dishes. Now, you can have meals over here varying from a small sort of humble home-cooked family meal to large wedding banquets of 36-course meals, which are generally seen at weddings called the Wazwan. And even in these 36-course meals, you'll see a heavy focus on cinnamon, cardamom, saffron, and meat, only with a couple of courses being of vegetables. Vegetables are mixed together with meat in many courses, such as chicken and spinach and turnip and meat. And the meat that they prefer over here is that of the lamb. Now you'll get to see, now that I've given you a little bit of background on the kind of cuisine we have, we'll get to see how this meal is actually prepared over here in Azad Kashmir. We're going to learn how to make some Kashmiri food over here, some authentic Kashmiri food with the river right behind me. It's a great day to get some really good meat-packed meal coming your way. Aurangzeb Saab is going to help me. We're going to learn how to make gushtabe, sikre and tabak mas. So, shuru karte. Tabak mas is a distinct Kashmiri dish. It's actually ribs of lamb, and let's see how we get that started.
ये हम इसे मसाले डाल के इसे हम बॉईल करेंगे, पकाएंगे इसे हल्की आंच के ऊपर।
इसको उबालना शुरू कर दें?
जी जी।
तो यहाँ कश्मीरी खाने में आप लोग आमतौर पे बकरे का गोश्त ही प्रेफर करते हैं?
बकरे का गोश्त कश्मीरी खाने में होता ही बकरे का गोश्त है। जी जी। इतना इसमें तकरीबन 1.5 किलो पानी इसमें डाल दिया।
ठीक है।
ठीक है जी। इसमें आप मसाले हम डालेंगे। ये इलायची जो है, ये इतनी इलायची इसमें डालनी है। ये जो सौंफ है, ये भी आपने 1.5 चम्मच सौंफ डालने हैं। ये 1.5 किलो गोश्त है, इसमें 1.5 चम्मच सौंफ डाल।
सौंफ जो आप लोग आमतौर पे इस्तेमाल करते हैं कश्मीरी खाने में ज़्यादा, या इसी में ख़ास तौर पे इस्तेमाल होती है?
नहीं, ज़्यादा इस्तेमाल करते हैं हम कश्मीरी खानों में सौंफ। ये नमक, ये हल्की आंच के ऊपर पकता रहेगा ना, ये सब मसाले इसके अंदर चले जाएंगे।
ठीक है। So basically, to summarize how this is going to be made, we're just going to boil the ribs with the spices, take it out of the water, just leave all the spices within, because I mean, I don't know if you could tell, but the cardamom is actually, we're using solid cardamom, we're not crushing it or anything. So we're going to wait for it to strain it out once it's boiled, and then this gets fried. and it has a lovely sort of yellow color, and in the turmeric plays a very strong role in adding the color to the tabak mas. तो ये कश्मीरी खाने में आप लोग अदरक लहसुन ज़्यादा नहीं डालते हैं?
ये बिल्कुल लाइट खाने हैं, इसमें मसाले भी बहुत कम पड़ते हैं और अदरक लहसुन भी इसमें नहीं पड़ता है। इसमें कुछ चीज़ें हैं कश्मीरी जो बहुत सी डिशें हैं उनमें पड़ती है अदरक लहसुन, इनमें नहीं पड़ती। इनमें दूध और दही का ज़्यादा इस्तेमाल है। दूध, दही और ये बस सौंफ वगैरह जो गर्म मसाले हैं।
Now we're going to move on to the gushtaba, which is sort of meatballs. I mean, an easier way to describe it is meatballs in a yogurt-based sauce. But the distinct part of this is the way the meat is actually prepared. And let's carry on and see how the gushtabas are made now.
ये जो इसके बीज हैं,
ठीक है,
ये इसमें ये बाद में ऐसे दोबारा ये तैयार करते हैं, ये सब अंडे, उसके बाद ये गोश्त जो है तैयार हो जाता है। जी जी। तो ये देखें, ये इस तरह जो है ना, ये इसका रेशे ख़त्म हो जाते हैं बिल्कुल।
So essentially what we're trying to do is completely beat the meat into a complete pulp, literally a pulp, because you want the meat to have completely no texture. Like the texture should be so fine that you can't even tell that there's like fiber in there. Wow. A lot of nice chunk of fat over here. And I'm not going to comment on the calories.
ये इसी तरह इसे शामिल करते हैं ना,
ठीक है,
उनके गोश्त के साथ।
सही है।
तकरीबन 1 घंटा लगता है इसमें
तैयार करने। 1 घंटा लगता है इसको बस मारते हुए?
जी, 1 घंटा लगता है। सही तरीका यही है जैसे आप कर रही हैं।
यही है ना?
जी, दोनों हाथों से।
This is so therapeutic.
बिल्कुल सीधा लगे।
Wow. I think I totally need to have this as a de-stressing activity at home. ये अच्छा, मुझे बताएं कि ये जो है इसकी तारीखी कोई हिस्ट्री है या कुछ ऐसा कि गोश्त इस तरह से क्यों कश्मीरी खानों में इस तरह से क्यों इसको मारा जाता है और वो किया जाता है?
बड़े सगीर में मुग़लों ने हुकूमत की है, तो वो तो फारग थे बिल्कुल, उनका कोई काम नहीं था, बस वो
मुग़लों की बात
क्योंकि वो कश्मीर में श्रीनगर के इलाके में ज़्यादा आके वो स्टे करते थे।
ठीक है। So basically the Mughals were completely farig or had nothing better to do, so they used to sit there and beat their meat. So I think I've committed complete historical blasphemy right now by being a party to this statement. Chale. We've already had some pre-prepared meat that's been beaten up. I think that's the right way of saying it. But what I can see when I look at the texture is that I know exactly what he talks about, that there should be no threads left in it for you to actually be able to feel the fiber of the meat. And it's true, it's unlike any meat that I've ever worked with before. It's not like minced meat, it's completely been flattened, and the fat in it helps to hold the meat together. Otherwise, by now this would be falling apart because there would be water in it and it would just not be able to. But see, I'm like putting it together, it's staying together.
ये थोड़ा सा पानी लगा के ना, ये गोला।
So essentially, when you want to boil this, the size of the meatballs actually expands because there is no water content in this whatsoever. It's all just fat. And when the fat gets boiled in the water, it expands. And the rationale for boiling more than half the Kashmiri food meat is because you're not using too much garlic to get rid of the garlic or ginger, which is essentially used to get rid of the smell of the meat. This way, you get rid of this sort of meaty smell. I get a very strong smell. I feel like it's Qurbani time right now. I can smell the meat. But you get rid of the smell of the fat by just boiling it all.
इसमें पानी डाल दें।
और ये कितनी देर में उबल जाता है?
ये तकरीबन आधा घंटा लगता है।
आधे घंटे लगता है?
जी, आधे घंटे में।
अच्छा, और ये जो है आप लोग चावलों के साथ खाते हैं ना ज़्यादातर?
जी, ये ज़्यादा बॉइल्ड राइस के साथ इस्तेमाल करते हैं।
Now that tabak mas is boiled and the color has changed, lovely. That's looking so good.
ये तैयार हो गया।
Now that the color has changed, we will be serving this. इसको बस तलना है ना आपने?
जी जी, ये अब निकालेंगे ना इसे।
अच्छा, इसको अगर मैं अभी खा लूँ तो ये पक्का होगा ना?
ये थोड़ा सा इसमें मज़ा नहीं आएगा।
मगर ये कच्चा गोश्त नहीं है, अभी
कच्चा नहीं है, तैयार है ये।
You know, every time I'm cooking, I'm convinced that okay, this is going to be the day when I get sick of the food and I'll never want to eat it. But again, the day has not arrived yet and I'm dying to try this out. So essentially now that we've boiled it, we're actually just frying it so all the flavors get locked in and it gets a nice sort of brown, crispy kind of texture. You'll see it and it's smelling so good. I'm getting a little distracted. But it gets a little bit of a crispy coating, and this is very similar to when you cook something or you boil something and you just pop it into the oven for a little bit so all the flavors are absorbed and they get sort of more filtered into your meat. And because we haven't really marinated it for too long, it's just been boiling in its own sauce for a while now. अच्छा, इसका तेल भी अच्छा येलो सा हो गया वो हल्दी की वजह से। Oh wow, it's got such a good taste of the fat that's been crispily sort of fried. And I can't wait to try it. And I'm a huge fan of the fat within the goat meat, even in tikkas and things like that. I really enjoy it. So kind of looking forward to how it's going to taste. जब हमारे गोश्ताबे उबल गए हैं तो उसको अब हम शोरबे के लिए हमें क्या डालना है इसके अंदर?
शोरबे के अंदर इसमें डालना है दही डालना है
जी, और
इसमें हल्दी डालनी है
जी,
सौंफ डालनी है इसमें, सब्ज़ इलायची डालनी है, मोटी इलायची डालनी है इसमें और नमक डालना है। तो ये मसाले हमने ये तैयार करके रखे हुए हैं। इसमें ये सब मसाले तैयार हैं। सब्ज़ इलायची इसमें है, मोटी इलायची है और नारियल पाउडर अलग हमने रखा हुआ है, वो बाद में हम डालेंगे।
नारियल पाउडर का आप लोग जो है पानी में मिला के डालते हैं या बस आखिर में शोरबे के अंदर डालते हैं?
इसी तरह हम डालते हैं और इसमें पुदीना डालेंगे हम जी इसके सॉस के अंदर। ये हम
Oh wow, it's got such a good smell of
ये अभी हम
the cardamom and the cumin as well. I mean you can smell it distinctly. इसके अंदर हम दही डालेंगे, दही डालेंगे और
नमक, हल्दी डालें, 2 चम्मच डाल दें नमक। ये नमक इसलिए कम डालना है कि गोश्ताबे के अंदर नमक होता है।
अच्छा, ठीक है।
ये थोड़ा सा बिल्कुल
जस्ट कलर के लिए ना, हल्का सा
थोड़ा सा ये इतना वो डाल दें।
So we have to add a very small amount of salt because I've already added salt into the goshtabe in the meat of that, in the meatballs, and even the haldi, the turmeric that you see, I'm adding just a little bit to add a tinge of a color. You don't want your sauce to be too yellow. No, no,
ये 5-6 चम्मच डालें, 6 डाल।
This is our pre-made mixture. You can even see that you even put in the shell of the cardamom, which is really strange because generally you take out only the seeds and put it in it.
पुदीना भी डाल दो।
पुदीना भी इसी मसाले में डाल दो।
हाँ, ये छुरी मुझे दे। ठीक कर। इसमें ऑयल भी डालना, ये भी डालने हैं
सारा।
ये 4 चम्मच ऑयल।
My kind of cooking, just throw everything in together, put it on the stove.
एक ये पानी का भी डालना है।
अच्छा, पानी भी डालना है। ये गुड, खट्टा है थोड़ा मगर ये पक्के सही रहता है।
ये गोश्त में जब इसकी खटास खत्म हो।
चलो, so we've already put our goshtabas in our sauce that we made, and now we'll cook it for आधे घंटे के लिए बनाएंगे।
जी जी।
About half an hour, and we should be done. And now the goshtabas are ready See, I mean, the color is still a nice sort of whitey yellow. It's not too yellow. It's not like your typical average curry. So again, another meal made, another hard day's work paying off. So I'm going to go and enjoy this. My gushtabas, the gushtabas are ready and they're looking quite yummy. And the meat is ready as well, so I'm going to go enjoy it. So now only in this part of the country can I get to enjoy my meal right in the outside, in the outdoors, with the mountains and the river flowing, and sitting right here under a tree. Looking really forward to starting this. Let's see. What's interesting is that generally whenever we add mint or coriander to our meals, you end up cooking it so much that you lose the color and the texture of it. But I can actually see the mint leaves in my food over here. See how the meat is really soft, really tender. So good. Wow, it's unlike any meat I've eaten, only because it's so soft, so juicy, and you know, the beating the meat really worked on this one. Let's see how the tabak mas turned out. I can see the fat and the crisp layer, the golden crisp layer on top of it. It smells so good. And I was concerned that the yogurt in this would make it a little bitter or sour. It's not. It's all the flavors have come together so well. So this kind of makes me understand what the Mughals were thinking of when they talked about a really nice decadent meal. So what I'm going to do now is not really let you watch me eat, because as you can see, this is not really an elegant sort of dainty eating meal. To enjoy it, I'm really going to get into it and dig into it. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to let you go, and we'll also go check out some sites in Muzaffarabad right after this, and even see how they make certain tea time dishes. Now we've seen like a lunch dinner sort of meal. Let's go see how tea time dishes are made while I enjoy forgetting the spoon. Really not worth having this with a spoon. Kashmiri tea is made of the same leaves as green tea. However, it is brewed with bicarbonate of soda, milk, cream, and some spices which give it a pink shade. Kashmiris like their tea with salt instead of sugar, as the theory is that the salt cleanses the palate after a very spicy meal. As an accompaniment to Kashmiri tea, kulchas are a great snack. They tend to be slightly hard, almost a biscuit-like texture. However, once dipped in tea, they are perfect to enjoy. So finally, on for the love of food, I get to unleash my inner child, which is actually my real personality, I feel. But so when we were coming over here, I told my producers, I said, look, I know you're going to try to make me do something really strange, like sit in the middle of the river and do a shot. And when they finally made me do it, I was like, are you kidding me? But I'm glad that they did, because it's such a refreshing change from the summer heat. This water is surprisingly, chillingly cold. And I'm getting to enjoy myself much more than the rest of the crew right now. So I've had a great time here in Muzaffarabad, and I hope you've enjoyed it too. I know I'm definitely coming back here. Summer months, I would say you should come and visit here. Even in the winter, it's like snow-capped mountains. It's such a peaceful and one of those completely untapped locations in Pakistan. I would strongly suggest that you try to make a trip out here if you can. And like I said, the food was phenomenal. Trying to stabilize myself on this rock over here, but having a great time. I hope you enjoyed yourself, and I'll catch you next week on For the Love of Food.